People think life happens to them, but according to one of the most radical ideas ever written, life is actually happening from you, not your actions, not your circumstances, your consciousness. And if that's true, then the life you're living right now is the exact reflection of who you believe yourself to be. And by the end of this video, you may realize something shocking. You're not trying to change your life. You're trying to change yourself. This idea affects everything. How you see your past, how you see your future, how you understand success, failure, wealth, health, relationships. Because if consciousness is the source, then your identity is the blueprint of your reality. And most people never change their life because they never change who they believe they are. And the final idea in this video is the one that changes everything. It explains why people pray, visualize, affirm, and still get no results. Here is the foundation of everything Neville Goddard taught. The two most powerful words in the human language are, I am. Because whatever comes after those words becomes your identity. I am tired. I am unlucky. I am successful. I am bad with money. I am lucky. Your brain hears that. Your nervous system believes that. And your life organizes itself around that identity. Two people lose their job. One says, I'm unlucky. The other says, I'm resourceful. Same event, two completely different futures, because identity directs perception and perception directs action. And here's the deeper part most people miss. Life doesn't care if you say, I am poor, I am rich, I am confident, I am weak. Life doesn't judge. Life simply mirrors. Just like a mirror does not argue with your reflection. If you stand in front of a mirror and frown, the mirror frowns back. If you smile, the mirror smiles. Your consciousness is the same. The world reflects it. And this is why people can repeat the same pattern for decades, same arguments, same financial struggles, same relationship dynamics, not because life is unfair, but because identity repeats itself. And here's where this gets interesting. According to Neville, your desires appear in your life because of the identity you are becoming. Most people think desires are random wishes, but what if they are actually signals from a higher version of you? A person suddenly feels a strong desire to start a business. Another feels the desire to write a book. Another feels a desire to travel the world. Those desires aren't accidents. They are invitations. Invitations to step into a new identity. And most people sabotage this moment because the next thing they do is they judge the desire. I'm not qualified. I'm too old. That's unrealistic. I don't have the time. I can't do that. And the moment you judge the desire, you shut the door on the identity trying to emerge. Here's the part I don't want you to miss. The problem isn't that people don't believe in manifestation. The problem is they condition their desire. They say, I want this, but how? How will it happen? When will it happen? Who will make it happen? And that question pulls them right back into doubt, which is like planting a seed, then digging it up every day to check if it's growing. And if you ever planted a seed, that does not work. This is a powerful metaphor that Neville used. The desire is like planting a seed. And once you plant that seed in soil, you don't dig it up. You trust the process. Your only job is to plant it. In consciousness, planting the seed means claiming the identity. I am healthy. I am successful. I am creative. I am abundant. I am a writer. I can I get to choose where I travel to. Not a wish, but as a decision. Then you move forward in life in peace because the seed has already been planted. But most people keep holding the seed in their hand, analyzing it, doubting it, worrying about it, wondering how it's going to grow. What's the next step? And because the seed never reaches the soil, nothing grows. Let me give you a simple real life example. Two people want the same outcome. Let's say financial success. Person A constantly says, I hope this works. I hope I make money. I hope things get better. Person B says something very different. I am someone who creates value. I am someone who figures things out. I am someone who wins eventually. Same goal, different identity. 5 years later, their lives look completely different. Not because of luck, but because identity slowly shapes every decision. Another radical idea Neville taught: the world is not the cause. The world is the mirror. Your consciousness is the cause. Meaning the events in your life are not random, they are reflections. This does not mean you control everything, but it does mean something powerful. If you change who you are being, life eventually reorganizes around that. People treat you differently. Opportunities appear. Ideas emerge because the internal blueprint has changed and the mirror must adjust. What is one sentence you say about yourself often that begins with the words I am? What should you say instead? Leave it in the comments if you wish. When ancient texts say the kingdom of heaven is within you, most people imagine a place, but Neville interpreted it differently. He said heaven is not a location. Heaven is a state of consciousness, meaning peace is a state, confidence is a state, abundance is a state, love is a state. And the moment you enter a new state, you begin living in a different reality. Same world, different consciousness, different experience. So here's the real message. You're not here to chase outcomes. You're here to choose states of being. Because life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you believe yourself to be. And the moment you change that, everything else starts rearranging. Slowly, quietly, inevitably. Don't try to change your life. Change the person who is living it, and the mirror will have no choice but to change. Enjoy your day with wisdom and understanding. Go with love and peace.